A lot of people like sequels and remakes. And even though people don't like to say that, because it's way more cooler to stand up and say, I absolutely hate it when a TV show, anime, or game that I like gets announced that they're gonna make a season 2 or a remake. This just proves how uncreative entertainment is right now, and I just prefer them to make something new. Even though the second the brand new thing release, they buy it automatically and then they can't stop talking about it on the internet. But no one likes to say that because that just makes you look extremely boring and like a sheep, and not like one of the cool kids who want people to make new things. Sequels and remakes keep on coming out because people keep on buying them, but something that I feel like more people are starting to realize is that not every single piece of media that exists needs to have a sequel or be remade. I think it's 100% okay for something to come out and it's just one and done. One season of an anime, one movie is made, and no sequel and remake needs to come out, and we can just enjoy that piece of media and just continue talking about it as time moves on so that thing can become timeless. And people are especially starting to feel that right now because this year there is so much just unnecessary sequels and remakes that are coming out, which is just completely ruining the source material and kind of just destroying the reputation that they spend years to grow. And I'm here to talk about some. Now, originally, this video was just going to be me talking about the Netflix Avatar live action remake, but not so long ago, the Megamind sequel ended up getting revealed, and that's also really bad too, so I'm going to talk about both of them, so you are going to get another Lua double feature. I know I said that this is not going to happen a lot, but I'm a content creator, and we all know every single one of them just absolutely love to lie. So I guess I am doing that too. So first, let's talk about Avatar. This show basically has all of the red flags of a terrible adaptation, and not so long ago, some of the most biggest ones ended up being raised. And that is the showrunner saying some extremely stupid stuff proudly. There is two quotes that are just being spread all over the internet for just how bad they are, and I'm going to talk about both of them. Now, the first one, and the one that I honestly think is the worst, easily have to be that they are changing the show of Avatar so they can relate more to a Game of Thrones audience. Now, that is something that makes absolutely no sense for multiple reasons, and the main reason is being, why are they doing something like that? Why are you trying to connect two different fan base that does not have a lot of like together? That's just make absolutely no sense, and that is just prime definition of just corporate brain rot. Avatar is a piece of media that is just perfectly fine the way that it is. It's a show that, yes, has flaws, but I feel like that is something that could easily be fixed if you just remake it properly. You don't have to completely change up the source material so you can go and relate to a fan base that is completely different. That is so dumb. That's basically the equivalent of someone making a Steven Universe live action TV show, and then one of the showrunners come out and say, the one way that we can make this TV show more better is if we try to adapt it to be more like Mortal Kombat. I truly feel like Steven Universe and Mortal Kombat have a lot in common, and a character like Scorpion can perfectly fit inside the Steven Universe. That sentence sounds extremely weird, but I'm pretty sure you get my point. That is just completely dumb, and that is something that basically the showrunner is trying to do. It is a complete brain-dead take, and is literally not going to go anywhere. Like, what are they thinking? It is literally the most corporate sentence that I have ever heard in an extremely long time. But we're still not done. It somehow gets even worse because they're still going out there and proudly saying stupid stuff. Because the next thing that everyone is talking about is that the showrunners also ended up saying that they are going to decrease Sakura's sexism inside of the TV show. Man, and I should also change the way how I say characters' names. How did I mess it up that badly? That's on the same level how in the original Avatar live action movie they call Aang Ong. What was that? I had no clue how I was able to mess his name up that badly. Which is also something that makes no sense, because that flaw of this character is one of his core piece of character development that he ended up going through. Over the course of the series, he ended up learning that, hey, sexism is actually pretty bad, and also really cringe. Let me stop doing that, and he becomes a better character. I don't really see why I don't want to tone that down, and that's also something that makes no sense, because just a couple days ago you said that you want the show to be more like Game of Thrones, but then when you have something like sexism, that's when you cut the line. That's when you're like, this is going too far, this is way too mature, there's no way an audience is going to be able to handle such a crazy and intense topic like sexism. We had to go and completely tone them back. That is something that just makes no sense. And also, this is something that I should have brought up a little bit earlier. Another red flag that ended up being raised about this whole TV show is that not so long ago, and this was something that was like a real long time ago, I think somewhere around like last year, the original creator of Avatar ended up leaving the show because of creative differences. That is another extremely big red flag. So I have absolutely no idea what these people are doing with the Avatar live action remake. It just seems like this is going to be a big disaster just waiting to happen, and I don't have a lot of faith for the show. I mean, when I first originally heard the idea, I was kind of skeptical, because I was like, Avatar getting remaked is good, but doing it live action, I mean, I'm not really sure that's that much of a good idea. I mean, we all know what happened last time we were trying to make a live action Avatar, but hey, the creators are on the show, so it may be good, but man, it looks like everything bad that could happen is literally happening, and this show is probably just going to be absolutely garbage. Okay, now let's go to the next topic, and that is being Megamind. Megamind is a movie that a lot of people are talking about, especially in the last couple of years. And it is a movie that I enjoy, and it's also something that I think just did not need a sequel at all, because I feel like the story of that movie just ended perfectly, okay? Every single character went through their arc. It was all extremely interesting. It had a good villain. He ended up being defeated. And when the story ended, I think we could just perfectly close the book of this franchise and everyone could just be happy. It just didn't need a sequel. But for some weird reason, we are getting one. And my lord, does it look awful. Now, I'm not going to show you any of the trailer because I'm not trying to get deleted off the face of the earth. But my lord, everything about this is so bad, especially the animation. I didn't know that a show that came out 13 years ago will somehow look better than something that's being released right now. This straight up looks like some horrible, cheap, plastic garbage animation. And this is what they're showing in the trailer, which is probably some of the best looking parts that they are proud of, and it just looks this bad. Like, what are they doing? And not only that, they also confirmed that they're going to make a animated TV show too, and is also going directly to streaming, so they don't even have enough of confidence to release this in theaters. Like, what is going on? And also, the concept of the movie is just really stupid, because in the universe of Megamind, it was only confirmed that there was like one villain and one hero. Not that this man secretly had a group of extremely bad people that he used to work with. Like, if he did, I am positive that they would have at least been mentioned a little bit, but they're not, because they just pulled this idea out of hat so they can resurrect this brand that does not need to come back. Like, come on, man. My conspiracy theory for Megamind 2 is that this is going to be a movie that's so bad, it's going to become something like Cars 2 or like Pacific Rim 2, where people are just going to collectively come together and just pretend that this never came out. Megamind never got a sequel and was only number one. That's how garbage I think this is going to be, that's actually what people are going to do. So please, can we stop this? People like sequels. People like remakes, okay? It's okay to like it, and it's also okay to admit to liking it. But not every single thing needs to have one. Just let some stuff go away. That's it. My name is Lua. This is just something that I want to talk about. You have a good day or night. See ya.